So I believe that we overstate our ability to fail and understate our ability to succeed. And yet our lives are living proof that each time we set our minds on something, we really achieve great things. If you just look over your life and see the things that at some point you thought were impossible, and yet right now they are a reality in your life, you'll realize that you actually giving yourself little credit for success rate than you actually deserve. When you want to start something new, we always rate ourselves low in terms of success, right? Yet each time we set our minds on something, we prove ourselves wrong. So today I want to talk to you about, so what if I fail? I am Pulaa Montz, your inner voice magnified. So guys, welcome to those of you who are new to my YouTube channel. I hope you will enjoy and see value in being part of this nation. Please subscribe. If you have already subscribed, please get your people and their people to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would really appreciate it. And please like the video, share your comments. Every time I have this kind of a video, I need you to give me feedback. I really enjoy your feedback. So thank you to those of you who always, comment, and I really truly appreciate you. And for those of you who haven't started commenting on these videos, I want to hear from you. Please join in the conversation, right? And please don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you know every time I upload a new video. And really share the message. Whenever it inspires you, make sure that you share it, right? So today, like I said, I want to talk to you about, so what if I fail? Right? I always say that, you only really fail in an experience if you don't take away any lessons, right? And it is so crucial to force yourself into that space again. When we fail, we want to detach ourselves from those experiences and never look at them again. But I tell you, when you force yourself to go back there, when you force yourself to think about that failed relationship, to think about that failed project, you are really forcing yourself to go extract the lessons that you actually got from that experience. I tell you, every time something is bad, we want to just put a shadow on it as if it never happened, right? But I tell you, when you force yourself to go back, you will start realizing that even in that whole mess, there were lessons for you to learn. In a bad relationship, maybe it's a matter of knowing. Now you know for sure the things that you do not want in a relationship. That is a good lesson to learn, especially for somebody who hasn't figured out what they want out of life, or what they want out of a relationship, right? If you haven't figured that out, the quickest thing to figure out is what you don't want. And at least in that way, you are able to filter. When you meet people, you're able to recognize these little things that you said you don't want. And if a person presents those kind of things to you, you already know this is not my person before you waste any time, right? Any experience has lessons in them, and we find peace when we force ourselves to go back there. I know it's not easy to think about an abusive relationship, to think about a project that cost you a lot of money. Right now, maybe you are in debt. You're still trying to pay off the loan that you took out, and people messed you around. Maybe the project was fake. You paid into that project and people disappeared with your money, and here you are left with the debt, and you're wondering what good could come out of this situation. And you decide, what, I'm just gonna leave it behind. I'm going to focus on how I'm going to pay this loan. But I tell you, when you look back, firstly, you will start realizing the lessons that you've learned out of that experience, when you force yourself to go back, you will start realizing that actually next time you will ask the right questions when you want to invest. The solution is not to quit. The solution is not to build walls around you to say, I'll never fall in love again, I'll never invest again. No, that's not a solution, because it means you are letting failure or fear of future failure destroy the desires of your heart, right? You will live a mediocre life that you never intended to live, because now you've got this fear of failing, right? But so what if you fail? When you fail and you learn the lesson, I tell you, you will realize that it's no longer failure, because there were things that you had to learn. And sometimes, God allows us to fail with little things, so that when big things, big opportunities that He has in store for us come our way, we'll be in the right frame of mind, we'll be asking the right questions, we'll be looking for red flags, and we'll know exactly what we want out of any experience that we allow ourselves to go into, right? So it is important to learn that, failure is only failure when you don't learn the lessons. We find peace. I've found so much peace in failing these days, because I realize that every time I fail, I sit myself down and ask myself, what happened? And the minute I start asking that question, sometimes I recognize the things that I should have done. Where I failed myself, I recognize those points. And when it was just a lesson for me to learn in order for future, for it to be, knowledge for future reference, then I know. But at least out of every experience that I have, then I realize there are lessons, and I've found so much peace when I start doing that. So today I just wanted to remind you, never allow fear of failure because of your past experiences to stop you from going after the life that you want. Don't block yourself up and build walls to say, I'm never gonna open my heart up for anybody because the last time I did it, I got burned. That fear of failure will always bound you to a mediocre life. But when you experience things freely, then you start realizing, even if things don't go well after this experience, after opening yourself up, there is firstly so much joy that you will experience, more than an average person on earth, because so many people are so guarded. But when you allow yourself to freely love, to freely go in as if you've never been hurt before, then you realize that, there's so much joy that can come out of love. There's so much joy that can come out of succeeding in the things that you want, right? So my point is, so what if you fail? You can start again. For as long as you are alive, it means God still has a purpose with your life. It means you can still try again. If you think failure is not part of success, then clearly you haven't studied successful people yet. It is the successful people that I've studied who taught me that you only fail if you quit. But if you're still pushing every single day, then failure is not part of your narrative, right? So what if you fail? You still have an opportunity again tomorrow. And I tell you, when you learn the lessons, when you start again tomorrow, you will do a little bit better than you did yesterday. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach. Guys, please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please click that notification bell to know every time I upload a new video. Please leave your comment. I would like to hear from you. And you know what? I'm back to normal. Yesterday we had a feature where we were out in the in the middle of nowhere with my husband. And oh gosh, I hope you're not too disappointed that it's only me today. But guys, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please click, please like, please share. I am Pulaa Montz, your inner peace and purpose coach.